Besties. I'm Lexi.
I'm Cassie.
And welcome back to Rabid. Another day, another dollar that I'm not making because I don't work today.
I do.
We have rearranged the room.
Again.
Here we are. No more blanket window. But you can see the other part of my room. Out. Where's Blair?
Put it on the shelf. We've got to bring Blair back.
We done cleaned the room. I forgot about her. It's an avocado.
Thanks.
Blair the avocado is here. And now we have a new friend here. Meet Alfred. The best gagged Christmas present I've ever got in my life.
I got her that.
I know, I like my wall. My kids made me stuff I've been collecting. One of my favorite coworkers made me a note, and I told them I would frame it, and here it is. Alfred.
That's funny. I'm just not reading this.
Also, you're a loser or something.
Yeah.
Love, Quinn. But yeah, we're back. We're better than ever. I do like this. We're going to work on our lighting somewhere. We're new. Shut the fuck up.
We're working on it. We got cheap shit.
We're broke. We're working with what we got. I'm scratching my leg. Don't scratch your leg. I don't know. We'll get there. Maybe we'll just have like one big ring light around the camera. And then there's no shadow.
Yeah.
Well, we got rid of the window, and we don't need the big light today.
Oh, that's true. It's bright enough in here.
No big light. I'm not a big light girly. When we had the big light on last week, I was like dreading it the entire time. Like, this fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. How was the week? Any drama?
There's my story. I was pissing myself when I was telling her this. Getting the kids ready for school. Headed out the door. My roommate, my best friend Zoe, she helps with the kids. And my son had a plastic food toy. It was like a hard plastic. And he was just stimming and doing a windmill with the toy and just cracked her in the side of the knee. I felt so bad because it was a sound that it sounded like he hit the floor with the toy. No, it was her knee. So she ended up on the floor.
She feels bad.
But
But
funny.
she spent 10 minutes on my floor still laughing about it. And it happened Monday?
It happened this morning. That's why it's still funny. I felt bad. I looked at her and I'm like, that really looks like it hurt. And I just kind of stepped over.
You are a
I don't
great
react.
friend.
I don't react to pain well. I will laugh at you. Unless there's blood. I'll patch you up. Then I'll laugh at you.
Then I'll laugh at you. What are you working on today? Are you still deciding on what you want to do?
You know, I'm sorry, I'm dropping frosting.
You're fine.
We got this cool Granny Square card pack thing.
Temu. I got it on Temu.
It's so fancy looking.
What is it?
It is the Sugar Plum Square. Shaped like a circle.
Oh. Have fun with that.
What do you want?
I'm making a cardigan. Doesn't look like much, but trust the process, I guess. Do you have all those different colors, or are you just going to do it in one color?
There's gonna be one. It's the same color I spent an hour winding last week.
That was so funny. I was so glad that it wasn't loud, so I kept the whole process in the video. I was like, okay, that works.
It was pretty funny. I was so over it.
Also, we've been talking. We're in the works of making tutorial videos for left-handed crocheters because there's not enough of them. Videos, not left-handed crocheters. But, so.
My child is a lefty, so you never know.
You never know.
She always wants to help crochet, but her idea of crochet is just ramming the hook into the ball and like fucking it up really bad. Really, really bad.
My children.
Hold, please. Hold, please. That's gonna be a new inside joke. I can't let him live that down.
That is so funny. Her man's doesn't remember a conversation. He goes, hold please. Goes back, reads conversation. Okay, continue. It was so cute, so funny. But anyway, my children, if you periodically hear them, are scratching at my door like feral fucking cats. But that's okay, because they know we're recording. They're safe. They're not alone. I'm right here. I can pause the video. But like, fuck off. This part of the pattern is really cute because like it looks like a strawberry lemonade kind of a deal to it. There's a lot of yellow in this thing.
There is a lot of yellow.
And like if you flip it over and look at the other side, there's a lot of orange. So we'll see when it's all done
how that works. Yeah.
If it looks cohesive. It's a granny hexy cardigan. I'm hoping to have it done by next week. I don't know. I'm working on it for a couple of days. I keep putting it down. But like what you do is you make it six-sided, and then you fold this side, and you fold this side, and then you sew the top, and then like this part of the back goes to the other half. Like you make two of these panels. Like this is.
Oh, so it's like a part of a shirt.
Yeah. But like you make so many rows, and then you can continue out the arm on its own without continuing here. And then it's not like floppy right in the middle. And then you just sew the other panel to it. And then I don't know. It's my first try. Second try. Shut up. First one is over there in the corner, but I didn't like the yarn colors, so I stopped.
You're funny.
Oh, my daughter. My dear oldest. You know she turns 10 in like 2 weeks.
My oldest turns 4 on Sunday.
She texted me the other day. I'm at work. Are you going to be home for dinner tonight? It was an early shift. I worked 9:30 to 5:30. I was like, yeah, I'll be home for dinner. Why? What's up? She goes, I have a suggestion. And I went, I have a suggestion money?
I would have been like, can you even spell suggestion?
Without autocorrect?
She's like,
but I want Taco Bell. We did not have Taco Bell that night.
Oh.
Taco Bell's expensive.
It is.
Why am I spending $50 fucking on 4 of us to eat at Taco Bell?
Dad used to spend $25 and fed all 5 of us.
This economy is a fucking joke.
One meal now costs like $11.
And that's not with a drink. That's not with a side. Nothing. You want the sandwich? Only. It's $11.
Which is ridiculous. Because I used to be able to do... This was back when I was emotionally eating. Don't judge me. I would get 2 triple cheeseburgers and a large fry.
Mm-hmm.
2 triple cheeseburgers cost me $6. One of them now is almost $8.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's at what? The
McDonald's.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like,
bring back the $1 McChickens. Not the buy one, get one for $1 McChicken.
Dead ass.
But the $1 McChicken. They're not the best, but when you're in a pinch and you're just hungry, you want a snicky snack.
Dead ass.
I don't want to spend $20 on a McChicken, a fry, and a drink. If I want to do that, I'll DoorDash it. DoorDash prices are also super expensive and stupid.
Yeah, for no fucking reason. Like,
ugh.
Why am I spending an extra $10 for you to bring me something that's like right next door?
Because I'm too lazy to move.
This pattern is not built with somebody with glasses. All right.
Oh, did you take a picture of the pattern? Turn off the auto rotate on your phone.
Auto rotate shouldn't be on.
It literally just rotated.
It's just how my camera was.
That's funny. Also, I forgot. My train of thought just went out the window. I can't crochet and talk. Maybe crocheting while we do our podcast is a bad idea.
It's just gonna be an hour of us just fucking crocheting.
I use 2 hands, like I'm using knitting needles.
Yeah.
I'm not using knitting needles. But
okay,
yeah.
But what if I don't want to yarn A, B, and C? A and D? That's too many. Why the fuck is there so many?
Then just keep going without.
Yeah, I'm not gonna change.
Changing.
It's cute enough. It's like a rainbow.
It's the yarn. That's the one I was like, you're not gonna be able to get all this in one ball, and that's the second ball, and I was right, and you were wrong, and haha. Have you touched that in your backpack since last week?
No, it's why my iPad's dead. Oh God, please,
We
please.
get to drink today. Berry Burst Energy drink from Donkey.
Yeah. Where is the yarn end?
Oh my God, we're not gonna do this again. I'm gonna cry. Well, you wrap your yarn. Why do you do that?
You told me to.
No, I didn't. You put the tail all the way at the bottom, wrap it around a few times, and then go over it. That's why you can't find your tail.
There it is. I found it.
After you vomited, I'm gonna shove that back in the bowl.
That's how I do it.
Okay, tutorial videos are not coming soon. Just
I
saying.
need to get my shit together first.
It'll be fun though, because we can use our coffee table, and I have this tripod that'll fold over with a ring light on it.
Yes.
And we can like crochet here, and then the camera will be panned down, so that you don't, we're like this will be like our surface of the video, like our backdrop or whatever.
That's fine.
I'm excited. I'm so excited for this journey, especially now that we're on YouTube. Like, hi, YouTube. Especially
Hello.
like the last video, my girly pop since middle school, Larissa, watched the video and like was commenting on it because she's like, yes, can agree with the fact that you guys couldn't do shit as kids. And I'm like, oh my God, we love you. We have 16 views on that video, which is a big number for us. Okay, we were expecting like 3, maybe 16. There's Larissa. Who the fuck are the other 15 people?
Right.
Hi, new besties, returning besties. I don't know. Comment down below if you are watching this for the first time, or if you've been here since just Spotify days.
Right.
And you're coming in here to see us actually do what we do live. It's not live. And we're here. It's live now on a Wednesday afternoon, but it'll get uploaded on Friday.
Right.
It gives me time to edit. I also don't know how to do that, but I'm doing it, okay? Leave me alone. Uh-oh.
My brain went stupid. I forgot how to do a circle.
You forgot how to do a magic circle?
Yeah.
Loop, scoop, and pull. And your shoes are looking cool. And I had to finish it. But, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I want to talk about what's going on.
I'm doing wrong.
Oh, here. I want to talk about the thing that I want to talk about. The big thing that's going on. Here, down. I usually cup it. Hook goes under, and then you scoop that one.
You do your circles weird.
And you just cut it because it makes the chain. And then, did I just do a magic ring without a crochet hook? I sure the fuck did. And then once you put your hook in it, you can do your tension like that. I just used my fucking fingers to make a magic circle.
That's pretty lit.
That was lit as fuck. What do you mean? Granted, magic rings are the hardest thing to master. A lot of people do like chain 2 and then put their circle in the second chain instead of in the ring, and I could not get that one down, so I've always been able to do a magic circle. That's so cute. I love your set. Thanks, Colty. We love you. I had to. Now that I don't have to use my phone to like record or sit on FaceTime with you with my phone, with my podcast going at the computer. It's like we can look up memes and funny things, and then I can just do this and have like a spot right here where that meme pops up right in the middle. Once I get better at editing videos. Because I also gotta get better at like looking at the camera when I'm speaking to the camera or to the besties and not like at my preview screen where my computer is. Excuse me. What? That's my 3-year-old. I think she just wants to listen, but she's like being loud about it. Because she's like tapping on the door. She wants, if you want to listen, come on in. Let the world see your. Is there a word for like virility? Feral?
I don't know. You're gonna have to look that up. That's really funny.
It's a word now. We're just not gonna look. It's a word now. My rabid children, which is why we are rabidmomcast.
Dead ass.
Here I am thinking that we were the rabid ones. No, it's those fuckers out there.
Well, at least mine are in locations where I don't have to stop every 5 minutes to double check if they're okay.
My two are like.
Mine aren't house trained very well.
Mine are, but like my oldest is almost 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So like my youngest being almost 4, she follows her around and be like, "Oh, this is how you do this, and I can't get this, and I can do this, and this is how you do this."
Yeah, not mine. You go to my house, every doorway's got a gate. Every doorway's got a gate.
We took our baby gate down because she learned how to open it. So what the fuck is the point of the baby gate if she knows how to open it?
Yeah, Zaire, he figured out, especially because we have French doors that separate our living room and our dining room, but
the ones that do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But even still, like, I have Velcro children, and they destroy everything, so the dining room's kind of the only adult safe space. So we've got an extra wide baby gate. But if you push on it hard enough, you can pop it open. And Zaire's learned that because he will run it as hard as he can and gets it open.
No. I just see him like with little toy sword and shield going, charge!
Pretty much.
And running right into it.
Essentially, yeah. Or they're like,
Zoe, how's your leg? I love you.
I feel so bad for laughing. I gotta get her like an ice cream.
Probably like ice cream.
Sure.
Ice cream's gonna make her leg feel better. Or just feel better that you laughed about it.
Both.
I have to find a dentist that takes state medical insurance. That isn't a 7-month waiting list.
Disgusting.
Not a lot of dentists take state medical insurance because they don't get the like reimbursement. They don't get very much reimbursement from it like you would with a regular doctor's office taking Medicaid.
Yeah.
But it sucks because like I've had dentures now since 2018.
Yeah.
That was 7 years ago. Every 5 years, I can go in for a new set. The set that I have is still the original set from when I got my teeth pulled and molded to that. Your gums recede a little bit and change and morph. And mine did it so much that they're loose. I don't wear them.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, why don't you wear them? I'm not going to wear them for an hour and a half and pile half a tub of glue on my face just to wear my teeth. You're going to make fun of me.
I will. Hold on. I'm trying to be nice. I got so used to you because of your confidence of going no teeth. Like, when you do wear your dentures, I'm like, holy shit. I forgot what you look like with teeth.
I do have a lot of confidence. I go to work. I stare people in the face every day. I talk to them. Nobody, either they don't notice that I don't have teeth because of how confident I am to just look at you and talk, or they don't care.
Yeah.
And then, but it's like, for me, myself, like, I love that confidence in myself. Not, like, I don't blast it all over Facebook that I don't have teeth in my mouth, but, like, there's people in certain groups that I'm in that are like, I'm struggling with my teeth. What do I do? I probably need to get them pulled. I'll comment on those. Be like, this was my experience. the confidence comes eventually, because when I first got my teeth pulled and got dentures, you didn't see me without my teeth in.
Yeah.
Like, our mother has dentures because we all have the same calcium deficiency, which is what took my teeth in the first place. Being pregnant with my oldest really, really declined whatever calcium that I was able to intake, which, I mean, no fault to my child, but, like, fuck you.
It's usually what happens, because I mean, I had kids back to back, so like my teeth went from pretty okay, still getting by, to like I can't really even eat a sandwich without my teeth hurting, because
well, fuck, you just ate a donut a little bit ago and you're like, I heard a crunch. Was that supposed to crunch? And you spent like 5 minutes examining your mouth, making sure you didn't crack another tooth. It was a sprinkle. She didn't crack another tooth, but that's what we have to go through with, you know, our family history, medical history with the calcium deficiency.
Yeah.
So, like, doing this, even, I'm okay going on camera without my face put together.
Right.
Because I'm not going to put my teeth in for an hour and a half of a podcast and then try to pry them out of my face with all that glue.
Right.
I shouldn't have to use all that fucking glue to keep my face put together for an hour and a half. I should just pop them in and they should be snug. But I can't find a dentist that'll take me.
No.
Even though I'm due for a brand new set per my insurance. Cause like, if I need to go in for an adjustment, they'll adjust them for me whenever I want them. But the first set that I have been adjusted so many times, the next time they get adjusted, they could snap.
Right.
They're so fragile and brittle. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. They're so fragile and brittle, there's no point in them taking a Dremel to it again to try to adjust them.
No.
And I don't need space taken out of them. I need space put in them.
Right.
Because there's too much of a gap. I just need a new set that is freshly molded to the teeth, the gums that I have now.
Yeah.
And they might look a little bit better because those are fucking horse teeth.
They're pretty big.
They're big, and it's like, I don't know. If you live in the Des Moines Metro, hit me up. Comment down below. Something. Do something to help me. Because, like you said, that I have the confidence of doing it, and I do. I do have the confidence to come out and be like, this is what's going on with my face. I don't give a shit. I have a boyfriend who doesn't care.
Right.
Who has been with me through the entire process of, like, 2016, my teeth really started to break really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
He was with through, like, I don't wish tooth pain on my worst enemy. And I wish a lot on my worst enemy, okay?
I was overdosing on ibuprofen
and Tylenol just to feel better, and nothing would help. I tried popping the Advil gel capsules like the dentist recommended and just rubbing that on your gum a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't help.
I did the Orgel. Orgel made it fucking burn. And I'm like, obviously it's the middle of the night. I'm like screaming into a pillow because I'm like, it fucking hurts. I try to apply pressure. It's bad. And I went through it. I think it was my son, when I went to give birth to my son, they asked me how the pain was, and I'm like, I'm great. It's probably the first time my face hasn't fucking hurt all week. And then like a week later I went and had that tooth pulled because it was broken.
Yep. But it's like, he's been with me through all of that. He doesn't care that I don't have them in now. You know? He does not, like, I was self-conscious, like, when I met his parents for the first time, I'm like, ooh, scramble, put your teeth in, don't let them know you have dentures. And then after a while, it's like, who cares? Who really actually is going to sit there and be like, haha, you don't have teeth?
Assholes.
That is, opinion is important to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck you. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just need, I'm confident in not having them. I just wish I could have them again.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's two sides of the same coin. I want to be able to be like, yeah, I can smile in pictures, full open mouth, and not have
and not be scared of your teeth.
Gap in my face, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, true. But you also haven't had, like, teeth in your mouth for years, so it's like, it's going to be something you'll have to, like, relearn.
I'll have to relearn how to talk. I had to
without biting your tongue.
I had to adjust talking. I had to relearn how to talk without my teeth in. With the S's and the P's and the T's and I had to reform every syllable of a word all over again when I started not wearing my teeth. And that really, I feel like, jump started with like COVID, because everybody wore a mask everywhere, so I didn't have to put my teeth in.
Yeah.
So it's like, I have a mask on. What's the point? And then when masks came off, my teeth never went back in.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what jump started me not having my teeth in my mouth, like while I'm working or while I'm at a social event, because I got used to people hearing me talk and looking at me with the mask on, that when they started looking at me without the mask on, I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
Just no filter. You know? True. So I don't know. I'll get there. If you know a dentist that takes state insurance,
I'm working on it.
Help.
Yeah, my dentist insurance got changed, and so I'm like, okay, so I had to stop going to the dentist I was at. But my struggle is, like, my teeth are already broken. They're well past the point of being fixed because over 50% of my molars are filling. So it's like if they drill any more, I'm just going to have nothing but crowns.
Yeah.
And I'm already missing 4 molars to the point where my wisdom teeth came down.
But they fit now.
They fit, but this one's pushing on the tooth that was broken that I wanted to have pulled. So it's just causing fucking unnecessary pain.
Right.
But I keep arguing, and I'm like, why can't I just pull my freaking molars? I'm missing 4 of them, and I can't chew on the other half.
Yeah.
You know, because that tooth is slowly chipping away because that's the only side I can chew on. And
it gets better because I can eat just fine.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find a dentist that's willing, because they keep playing the, well, you're so young card, and I'm like, yeah, I'm young and I'm in fucking pain. Help a sister out.
Help a girl out. Like, this is my family medical history.
Yeah.
This is what everybody else in my family maternally is going through. Just do it, because it's not going to get any better.
Yeah.
I had to fight for them to take mine out. Like, they're like, well, we could fix this and this and this. Like, they were so far gone. You've seen pictures.
Yeah.
I took pictures
my front teeth are getting to that point, you know, and I'm like, I breathe wrong or chew gum too aggressively, and I'm chipping my front teeth more.
Yeah. There's,
you know, and they're like, well, you need to floss every day because that's where all your cavities are, and I'm like, if I could floss every day without breaking a fucking tooth,
I would, but they are so brittle.
They're so brittle.
Because they put it into our brains that a calcium deficiency takes multiple years to progress. Multiple. I'm talking 40, 50, 60 years old. We were in our 20s when this started. Well, you're still in your 20s. Shut the fuck up. But we were early 20s when all of this started happening.
Yeah.
So tell me where your math is on telling us that it takes 40, 50 years for a calcium deficiency to deteriorate your bone structure and your teeth and everything.
Yeah. But they don't think about the childbearing, you know, with it, like, and just how much vitamins and nutrients you lose. And
no matter what, you could take all the prenatals and extra calcium and extra iron, because I needed to take extra iron. Doesn't fucking matter how many nutrients you're putting into your body. If you are pregnant, the baby will take all of those necessary nutrients that you're supposed to take and leaves nothing behind for you.
No.
Being pregnant absolutely fucking sucks. I did it twice. Done. Over it.
Mine were fine. I always had people like asking me, like, well, how's your pregnancy? How was everything? And I'm like, to be honest, for the first 2.5, 3 months, I didn't even know I was pregnant with my first, you know. It was one of those, because like you were talking about, you know, the 2 red lines on your test, and I'm like, you know what? I made it through the whole month of October with. I'm like, I don't remember the last time.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I found out that I was pregnant, and you were like, well, I missed my period. And I'm like, girl, go take a test. Go take a test. We're in our group chat with Haley. We're like, go take a test. And you're like, okay, fine. And you took the test, and you're like, here it is. I'm like, bro, that is positive as fuck.
I watched, it was like that first, the test line was like just dark red, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, fuck.
You're like, nah, I'm not pregnant. It's just, you know, stress and this, that, and the other for, you know, missing my period. Like normal girl things. Like, stress or working out or changing your job and moving too much can delay a menstrual cycle.
Yeah, because I was like,
We're women.
after my deployment too, it was like 2 months after I got home.
But it's like, you were pregnant as fuck. And then like, I, unfortunately, because our due dates were like
a week apart.
Yeah. And then I, unfortunately, trigger warning, I had a miscarriage. Early on, it was fine. And I was emotionally fucking devastated. But I ended up getting pregnant right afterwards, and that's how we got Gracie. So our kids are only a few months apart.
Yeah.
But they would have been like right on top of each other.
But it's still funny though, because it was like, you have Olivia, and then 10 days later we have Briley, you know,
for birthdays.
Yeah, and then in September, you know, it's Zaire, and then 10 days later it's Gracie.
Which is so funny. So funny. Well, this is eerie to me, because there's Briley's birthday. 12 days later is my birthday. 12 days after that, Mom's birthday.
That's funny.
That is so fucking weird.
God, June and July are expensive months for me, because it's like, starts with my daughter, and then my niece, and then our little sister, Alexa, and then Zoe on the 29th, then Mom's on August 1st, and then Zaire and Gracie are in September, and then I'm in October, Dad's in November, and I'm like, it just starts in June, but like every fucking month stops. Every month after until November is just a birthday. Yeah. But everybody's birthday is fucking July. It's like every week there's a birthday.
There's a lot like on Austin's side of the family. There's Uncle Brian. I think his birthday's in July. Don't yell at me if it's not. But Uncle Mark, who passed away last year, his birthday's July 5th. And then there's Briley's, and then there's mine, and then there's Amanda's right after mine, and then there's so many in July. Yeah. That are just on like the boyfriend side of the family. Then you enter our family, and everybody's birthday is in June and July, and I'm like, oh, I'm broke. And then on top of all of that,
you just gotta start saving for the July birthday.
But it's like, bro, I got bills to pay. I don't need all these birthdays right now. And then my dog, my cute little golden retriever puppy, is at the vet currently. Like right now, he is at the vet sleeping because he just got his nuts clipped. So I get to pick him up at like 2.
He got his doggy vasectomy.
Well, we bought a golden retriever puppy. I usually adopt like from the ARL. That's how we got Marley Bear, was the ARL. Yeah. But Austin's always wanted a golden retriever. Can't find a purebred golden retriever at the ARL. It just doesn't. No. It doesn't fucking happen. So we found a breeder. Doris found a breeder and bought Bailey. Yeah. We bought Max, male and female. I don't want inbred puppies off the rip, because little Max is a humping machine. Yeah. It started recently, so I'm glad we're getting him snipped. But like, at first I'm like, well, what if we bred him? You know, got him suit, he's papered, got him all that. What if we bred him? Then I was like, no, because then I'm just as bad as the other motherfuckers that are breeding and not adopting from the ARL. And I'm like, okay, we got him snipped. So, I mean, buying a purebred puppy does not make you a terrible human being. But if you want a puppy or a dog, check your shelters first. Because there's some, like, Marley was super scared when we went to go visit her. I want that one. Yeah. We saw 8 other dogs that came into, like, the visiting area and stuff.
Especially being a pit bull, though, too. Like, you know damn well that poor girl was probably on a wait list.
It sucks. It was so sad. And then all of a sudden, she comes into the room and she's terrified. Like, she had gotten fucking her shit rocked. She had to have when she was with her previous person or whatever. Had her absolute life torn apart. And I stuck my hand out and was like, come here, baby. She came right up to me, licked my hand. Like, you know what? I want you. And it was like, name your price adoption kind of thing. We paid $150 for her right off the rip. I could have given them $1, but I gave them $150 because that's my baby. That's my Marley bear.
Yeah.
And we've had her for 3 years now, I want to say. And she was 3 when we got her, so she's 6 or so. 6, 7, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's getting up there in age. She's hitting her midlife crisis. I gotta buy her a Corvette or something.
Deadass.
But like,
don't want to interrupt, but I'm just sitting here holding a magic circle.
You're fine.
I don't do granny squares, okay? Don't judge me.
So why don't you do the granny square?
Because I didn't know what else to do. Anyways. Okay.
You should make like a granny square a day and put them all together. Like random mismatched granny squares. Same like width and length and stuff. And just make a big blanket out of them.
That'd be cool.
Just a day. We just work on a granny square and then we put them all together eventually.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really fun. Let's do it. Let's make it a challenge for ourselves.
Speaking of challenge for myself, it says start with a magic ring with a chain 4, count as double crochet plus chain 1.
Okay.
And then it says repeat 11 times. and then slip stitch third chain of initial chain 4. So
you're in your magic ring. Now chain 4.
Uno momento, por favor.
Is it chain 4?
That's what it says.
This is weird because my double crochets are always chain 3. Okay, chain 4. Now double crochet into the loop. Double crochet into the magic ring.
Oh,
do you know how to double crochet?
So I gotta swing 1 in, pull.
Now pull through 2. Loop. And that's a double crochet. And then it says, so the chain 4 that you just did counts as a double crochet, is what it's saying.
Okay.
And then you want to, hold on. Start with a magic ring with chain 4. Counts as a double crochet plus chain 1. Double crochet, chain 1. So chain 1. Now double crochet again. That's what you're repeating 11 times. So you want to have 12 of them total. So your double crochet was a chain 3, but then you added that extra chain for chain 4 to make a double crochet plus a chain 1. That's why it's saying when you put it all together, you're going to slip stitch into the third
and then
chain.
I gotta chain 1 before I do the next one.
Yep. So chain 1 after every double crochet. And that was a tutorial for the day.
Alright, so chain 1.
And we're sitting in silence.
You were talking about your dog?
Yeah.
I have Omen. He's cute.
What's an omen?
My black kitty.
Oh, you have cats. I'm like, wait, that's not a dog's name. That's a cat's name.
I have cats. I'm not allowed to get a dog because the one that I want is going to be about 200 pounds. I'm just dog.
You want like a cane corso.
I do want a cane corso so bad.
Why are you whispering? You're like, I don't know. I'm trying to count.
I don't know. I can't do 2 things at once.
I know it's going to be a struggle. If we want to keep crocheting while we pod, we're going to have to like really focus on doing
it. Yeah, no, it's funny because he's, for whatever reason, terrified of my man.
Omen is?
Yeah. Because, like, I'll come home.
We throwing red flags?
No. It's not a...
Omen is terrified of your man.
That's because...
An omen!
He's slowly coming around. Okay.
Green flag guy can come out now.
Because the first day, you tried to pet him and Omen ran, and I'm like, and he's just, like, standing sideways looking at him, and... You know, I look looked at him, and I'm like, you know what he's thinking right now? And he's like, what? And he's like, you're that weird fucker that comes to sleep with my mom. Because the first night, I spent the night at his house, and I came home, almost fucking ran from me because
you smelled like him. He's like, oh fuck.
He's like, you're not my mom.
Who be you, bitch? That's so funny.
The other cats are attention whores.
Attention whores? I thought you said attentadors. I'm like, what the fuck? Swallow. Mama didn't raise a spitter. BRB, she's just dying.
Ooh, I would have spit that all over myself if I inhaled. I've done that before. I was on the road, and this was when I was taking Haley to and from work. We were talking. Okay, so in production, they call them gaylords. Why? I have no fucking idea, but it's basically just like a big cardboard box on a pallet for trash and like scrap and whatever.
Okay.
And
it's called a what?
A gaylord.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with it. But I was taking a drink of Pepsi when she obviously was still talking to herself. She's like, gaylord, and started laughing. So I inhaled my soda. Mind you, I'm going 75 on this fucking freeway right now. And my eyes were burning because I was choking, laughing. And I panicked and just spit this Pepsi out all over myself while I was driving. I know the people in the car next to me were like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with this bitch?
I showed up at the daycare because I was on my way to pick up the kids, and I've just got Pepsi from like the neck down. It was in my underwear.
You walk in, they're like, don't ask.
It was so funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
Damn, I gotta go in a circle.
Yeah, you're high.
Why?
You're going in a circle.
I like going in circles.
Pause.
It's better than just
it's gonna be a challenge. Have fun, because you have, instead of crocheting the stitch, you're crocheting the chain spaces. Like this, I'm crocheting. Like here's my chain one after my double crochets. You're not doing a stitch like this.
Yeah.
You're going in here. In the chain spaces.
Interesting.
Yeah. Remember that time I taught you how to do a granny square?
Yeah, and it looks fucking
concept.
awful. Oh my god, you should have seen my first granny square. And then Alexa's like, yeah, they need to look like this. And I'm like, can I just keep one so I can match it?
I still have that pile of granny squares somewhere.
I think we made like 20 or 30 of them and then just gave them
up. This was like, nah. You know how to make them now. Well, I made a purse out of one of them, like a granny square like tote bag.
Yeah.
It was cute. And then every once in a while I'll get in these like random little ticks where like I did an entire ball of yarn. Hold on. An entire ball of yarn. Ooh. Oh, damn near lost my life. Here's the granny squares that we used to make. Just plain Jane granny squares. Double colored. So I have to weave in all of those ends before I can do anything with them. But I'll get this wild hair at my ass. And I'll just spend like a week making granny squares. I've made, I think, 17 of them.
They work as coasters. I'm just, if you don't make anything with them.
Coasters? They're holy.
And they look cute.
You want a coaster?
Yeah, I might as well. Shit, I'm getting your table all wet.
But, yeah, we'll weave in the ends and just keep them as coasters, I guess. So I'll get that wild hair at my butt, and then I'll just do granny squares. I was like, what if I just put my granny square ability to use? Because I already know how to make this is a basic 4-sided granny square, doing exactly what I'm doing here.
I'm trying to have some fun. I'm making a circle.
It's six-sided because it's a cardigan. I could also just crochet all of the granny squares together to make a sweater. But where's the fun in that?
Right. That was like the mandala I was trying to do last week, but I'm like, what the fuck is a post? I gotta go watch YouTube because there's some stitches where I'm like, okay, I haven't done this yet. What am I doing? Should be.
Can you see the number for how long we've been recording?
No.
No, me either. Because we want to keep them short. We don't want them to be an hour and a half long. I don't know. Should we keep it an hour and a half long? She's staring at the screen like, what is that number?
I'm trying to see where it's at.
But I don't know. Do we keep them long? Do we shorten them up a little bit and spread them out?
Right. Like let us know your opinion so that way
we don't want to stop doing this podcast. We're gonna keep annoying the fuck out of everybody with being Rabbit on YouTube, and
right.
We're on Spotify. I haven't figured out how to put us on Apple Podcasts yet. Don't come at me unless it's to help me put us on Apple Podcasts. Because I don't know. We're new. We're learning. I'm editing with a software I don't know how to navigate. So like that first YouTube video that we did, I was like, we're just going to roll with it. Because if I do too much to it, I'm going to piss myself off.
Thankfully, we're just like continuously funny, so it's not like there's too much editing.
That is true. When you took that phone call with Zoe last week, I just put music over the phone call.
I felt bad, but like sometimes when she calls, I'm like, it's probably an emergency because she never calls me really.
Nope. So it's like, you better take that. She did. I just put music over the phone call, and you just see me just kind of like sitting there.
Yeah.
I did that when you went to the bathroom too. Have you watched our YouTube video?
Not yet. I need to. I didn't even know. I didn't even know you posted it.
You didn't know I posted it almost a week ago? Release edits on Friday.
Listen, Linda. When
it's
I go
on the whiteboard.
When I go home,
bored of shit.
I just be forgetting.
I just be forgetting. It's when you just gotta put it on your second, because you have 2 monitors now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just put it on your second monitor.
That's
and
true.
You play your game while the video's going.
Both of you
laugh
to
again
assume
at what we were laughing at the week before.
It's true.
I did. I watched our video before uploading it just to make sure all the edits were like kosher, our sound was okay, being like edited and then like transferred to YouTube and stuff. I wanted to make sure it was all good. I was re-laughing at this entire video because when I edit, I have to watch the video all the way through. And then I have to go back to my little marked spots that I have.
Yeah.
And edit those spots. So I'm re-watching this thing at least 2 or 3 times. It takes me a hot minute. If I could just find somebody who's building their editing portfolio and is like, I'll edit that for you. Here, take the file. Here's the raw. Give me back the edited one. And we'll post it on YouTube. I also have to get better at like, what's our thumbnail going to be? And I don't know. YouTube is a different dynamic than Spotify. Because Spotify was edit the audio, post it. Yeah. Now it's like, edit the audio, edit the video. What's going to be eye-catching? What's going to bring people in? Our target audience may be different than what's getting thrown out there.
Yeah. Which is crazy because it's like, I took so many classes in high school that should help me with that. But obviously I've been out of high school for like 10 years, so I don't remember.
You've hit your 10 years? Oh my god, you have. You graduated in 2015.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
It's fun talking to my coworkers because they're all like graduated in like the 80s and 90s.
Your dynamic of coworkers though is like,
it's just me and my work dads.
Work dads.
Which is fine because of like there's no judgment. Like there's one day we were doing the changeover, so that's basically where we change the stamp piece. We take that out of the press, we put a new one in to make a different part. The tool and die guy is the engineer that take care of the dies when we're done with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it has to be a 16th of an inch. You know, that's
Yep.
That's the standard, basically. Like it can only be that far off, you know,
All the way around.
angle wise, you know. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a girl here. Which one is a 16th? Because I don't know. I'm panicking. I'm tired. So we looked at me and he's like, well, this one's the inch, this one's the half, this one's the quarter, this one's the eighth, and this little one right here is the 16th. And I'm like, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm like, I know what an eighth and a quarter is. Don't ask me what a 16th is. I don't know.
In our defense as women, we've been lied to about inches our entire lives. So, joke's on y'all, I guess.
Deadass.
Right into the microphone.
I'm used to going to the left. I'm sorry.
Just a genuine, my bad.
But it's like, but I can do that at work, okay? I can be like, I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. Can somebody come help me? Versus if it's one of the guys, they're like, figure it the fuck out, dumbass. I can play the girl card.
Yeah.
But it's like, I can ask everyday questions too, like, hey, this isn't working, or like, how do I fix this? And like, they'll go on a full fucking just geek out, and I get my answer solved, and I'm like, I can go fix this at home now, and it's great. It's great.
I am excited.
I'm excited too. You want to know why I'm excited? Because he got the okay to come back to second shift.
Bro! Nobody at your work is going to see these videos because that's not our audience at all.
Nope.
Oh man, I still love my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
I hate that it's part-time, but there's not a whole lot that they can do because that
You've
goes
gotta do
above my manager's head.
You gotta do like what, like 300 hours or something?
So in the pharmaceutical land, you have to do so many hours before you can become certified.
Right.
400 is the minimum.
Disgusting.
So I have to do 400. But even after I certify, there's no promise I can be full-time. Because there's already enough full-time staff that work in this pharmacy. So I might be stuck at part-time. But they're starting to jump my hours up to where I don't have to... You fucked up. They're starting to jump my hours up to where it's like
I made too many.
I'm part-time, but I get enough hours almost as a full-timer.
Right.
So that's going to start helping, but this schedule for June was already written back when I had both jobs.
Right.
So they were giving me enough time so that I wasn't getting burnt. Now it's like, gimme, all of them. I want all of the hours. Somebody calls in, call me first, please. 9 times out of 10, I'm either doing this or absolutely fucking nothing. You done fucked up, AA Ron.
I did not fuck up.
What'd you do?
You
made too many.
I made 14 instead of 11.
12. You need 12.
Right. Does this one counts, right?
As a double crochet, yeah.
But it doesn't count as one of these.
It does. You change 4. So 3 of those is your double crochet.
Okay,
One
so
of them is the
1,
chain.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I still have one too many.
12. You need 12. You only counted to 11.
Hold on.
Crocheting is fun.
1, 2, 3.
Until you have
4,
to frog it.
5.
Do you know
6,
where frogging comes from?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
12.
No, I don't know
12.
where. I don't know where fucking comes from now.
You know when you mess up and you have to frog your work?
Yeah.
It's because you're ripping it. Rip it, rip it, rip it. That's where frogging comes from in the crochet land.
That's so fucking stupid.
But that's what everybody calls it. It's frogging. So get there. Pull through 2. Pull through 2.
My nose is running.
You're doing great. Chain 1. And then you put that chain, you slip, do you know how to do a slip stitch? Yes. Into the 3rd chain from the 1st one. And then you're done with round 1. Round of applausal for Cassandra.
I have survived.
Round 1.
Right? Right. So it should be right there.
Yep. $20 says your next round is going to say chain so many and turn your work. And you're going to start in the chain that you left and not in the next double crochet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll get there. I promise. You're doing great. I already clapped for you. I'm not going to do it again. But yeah, if you want to bring some stuff, I have this cute little shelf I'm going to put up over here. And I'm going to put Austin's bobbleheads on the shelf. Bobbleheads, they're Funko Pops they took out of the fucking box. So now they're just bobbleheads. Did you know that's what Funko Pops were? Were bobbleheads?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Because I don't take my Funko Pops out of the box. All of mine are like sitting up there.
I know you yelled at me because I took mine out of the boxes.
You don't take Funko Pops out of the box. Was it your Mr. Okay, so I used to be a streamer on an app called Whatnot, and I would sell Pokemon cards that I personally have collected and grabbed along the way. Okay?
And then it became mine.
I used to have Pokemon as the Funko Pops as prizes for like wheel games I'd play, or like every time you buy a pack, you spin the wheel kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like gambling is illegal, so like everybody gets to spin at the wheel.
Yeah.
When you buy a pack, you bought a pack, you got your wheel spin, you spun for one of my Funko Pops. It was a Mr. Mime Funko Pop.
You can yell at me in the comments. It's okay.
You took it out of the box. People.
It didn't fit on the shelf that I had. I also
Buy
have
a
an
new
Eevee.
shelf.
I have an Eevee, and I have a Batman, and I have General Matthias from Frozen 2.
Cute. I've got Briley's Elsa because I didn't want Gracie to open it.
My kids would have destroyed that.
And then I've got Eve.
Yeah.
From Wall-E. And then I've got a couple Pokemon still, and my Stormtrooper because I'm a fucking nerd. But yeah, don't take him out of the box. Austin, I bought him the funniest. He wanted funny Funko Pops. I'm showing the world. Hold on. He wanted funny Funko Pops. Okay, so I bought him. You can't see that in that lighting. It's the fat Thor.
Oh, and
from Avengers.
Wiggles.
It's a bobblehead. And then Bob Ross Deadpool.
He's holding a pizza.
It's Bro Thor because when he was fat in Avengers, and then Bob Ross Deadpool. If I have a shelf, I'm gonna put them on the shelf here, and then we'll just keep adding stuff to our Wall of Wonder. That's what we're gonna call it.
Our Wall of Wonder.
Wall of Wonder. Featuring Alfred.
Alfred the alpaca.
Well, because like this Uncle Brian made because of Bumblebug with my crochet business, and then this was supposed to be like a Christmas ornament, but I kept it as a wall decoration. Then I've got my Harry Potter pins. I got my witch's bells. I have my boutonniere that I wore at Amanda and Josh's wedding because I was their DJ. My first wedding that I've ever been to, ever. And I had to DJ the whole thing. Biggest blast of my life. And then my favorite Whatnot streamer.
Yeah.
Which they stopped doing Pokemon. They started doing like sports cards and stuff. But I just saw a video on TikTok that they were bringing Pokemon back. That might just bring my ass back to Whatnot to go support them. Because I don't stream Pokemon anymore. And it sucks because I kind of want to do it again.
Yeah.
You want to do it with me? We'll change the name from Austin and Lexi TCG to Cassie and Lexi TCG.
I'm sure he'd be happy about that.
He can fuck off, okay? But yes.
We'll even add our crochet projects to it.
Yeah, I mean, I branched off on my own with my personal profile and made that a seller profile. I was selling my candles.
Yeah, I bought your thermos or the travel cup.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a cute little, I also have a Cricut, so like, you can only imagine how creative you get with that kind of shit. I made cute tumbler cups and backpacks and stuff to go because I had a candle business for a long time, and then I had to give up the candle business because I didn't have the space. You need so much ventilation to work with candles, and I've got 2 little kids running around this house. I did not need those problems with like them getting anything in their lungs, so I had to put that on pause, probably indefinitely.
Yeah.
But I enjoy crocheting. So that's gonna stick around. And I do it in my free time no matter what. And then, yeah. I don't know. And I make stickers still on the side.
Are they like water bottle stickers? Like if I put it on my water bottle, it'll be fine?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I've got different, like, you gotta tell me ahead of time if you want it waterproof.
Can we do waterproof ones?
Yeah.
I could stick on my water bottle.
Also, I probably still have some sticker paper left that's, you put a laminate over the top of it, and then it makes it waterproof.
Okay.
Hand wash only is what I tell everybody, so.
Yeah.
But you're gonna throw that shit in the dishwasher anyway, because you're just like our mother.
No, I learned the hard way. Not everything's dishwasher safe.
Did you?
What?
Learn the hard way?
Yeah.
Explain to the people.
I have a few cute tumblers that I bought at a it was like a craft sale that they had in like a smaller town, and one of my lids fell because it fell through like the racks over by the heating element, and it melted the lid, and I'm like, it's oval shape and it's supposed to be a circle. I was mad.
We're also working on rabbit merch.
Yeah.
So that's, I touched this like it's rabbit merch. It's not rabbit merch. This is Cletus McFarland merch. Huge YouTuber, so if you're on YouTube, you know who Cletus McFarland is. But I don't know. We got big goals for Rabbit, okay? Big goals.
We just need more friends.
More friends. Word of mouth goes a long way, and I feel like we've branched out to more people on YouTube. Like our impressions of like it shows up on these people's pages, which when I edit it and stuff, like I put restricted explicit content, like so like nobody that's a minor is going to see this like pop up in their For You page, because we cuss and we talk about sensitive topics, and my target dynamic is not 10-year-old children. That's
no.
So I explicitly go, no thank you to anyone under the age of 18.
Right.
Because nope, they don't need that. 16, 17, I mean, if you're a teen mom, no bashing on teen moms, but
shit happens.
But sorry, we're not your people.
Yeah.
We are not new moms. We're seasoned moms.
Still learning
moms.
I feel like you're a seasoned mom when you've got a kid graduating high school. But still learning moms.
You can't
we survived the baby phase.
Yes. You have 2 turtlers. I have 1 turtler.
I had back-to-back, so I really just had to learn how to juggle and figure it the fuck out at the same time.
My 10-year-old, I'm just going to call her 10 now because it's like, what, 2 weeks till her birthday?
Yeah. I've been saying my 4-year-old.
She came up to me yesterday. She goes, Mom, I thought this was a bug bite. I got my first zit. I went, no. No.
Better buy that girl some face wash.
I have spent, she's my little girl. She's my baby. She's my, her and I have been through literal hell and back together.
Yeah.
Through her, from birth to what, age 5?
Yeah.
Hell and back. Through, I don't want to say homelessness, but like we lived with you, we lived with Mom, we lived with, on the east side with her in a house by ourselves for a little bit, and then back with Mom, and then I ended up going back to my ex, and then I was like, you know what, I'm fucking over this. All of, putting pieces back together just for a roof for us to live, being in an unstable relationship was not part of that plan for me. And then Austin came back around, and we're like, you know what, let's just get a place together. And then ever since then, it's been better.
Yeah.
And my baby. And now she's 10. And has a fucking zit on her face. I'm prepared to go to battle for this child.
Right.
Been there, done that, in the process of it right now. Battle for this child. Can't handle the fact that I have to buy her training bras, and I have to buy her pimple wash for her zits. What's next? She's gonna come up to me like, Mom, I think I started my period. No. Not allowed. You're grounded until you're 30. Like, Yeah, I'm not ready. Like, that to me, I'm still a new mom
Yeah.
when it comes to Briley. With Gracie, I've been there. I've done that. It's a lot more stable now. My 3-year-old has a roof over her head, a stable,
Doesn't
loving
know the
two-parent
angry,
relationship.
moving lostness and the multiple adults, that have been there to support, like Riley had.
Right. But it's like, I can handle Gracie because I've had a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
I've had a 4-year-old. Riley, I'm fresh. What the fuck? I'm a woman, okay? And I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
It's like, when do I start teaching her how to shave her legs? I don't want to start teaching her how to shave her legs. It's bad enough I had to teach her how to use deodorant.
True. Yeah, which is funny, on my end, I had mine back to back, but I had a girl and a boy, so I was like, listen, why are boys like this? For one, my son, we're potty training, but in the shower, he'll just look down and he will just grab the everlasting shit out of that thing, okay? And we're like, please stop. Like, how do you tell a 3-year-old autistic child, do not just? It's like he's trying to just dismember himself. Like, he's grabbing it that fucking hard, and we're like, how does that not hurt? Like,
what are you doing?
I don't even know. It's like, my little girl I can kind of handle. Attitude, not so much. She's just like me. But my son, that's new. Nobody in our families had boys,
We are like an all-girl family.
Yeah,
all
girl. Like, the ultrasound tech said, "Oh, you're having a boy." I looked at her and I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure it's a boy?" She got scared because the whole gender disappointment, and she's like, "Oh, is that not what you wanted?" And I'm like, "No, I wanted a boy. It doesn't happen in my family." So.
Which, I mean, it makes sense because the gender of a baby isn't decided by the mom's side. It's decided by the male side.
Yeah.
And we're like...
And he had all girls up until that point. I was the one that had the boy.
Yep.
He ended up being spicy, but, listen, I had the boy.
I like your spicy little dude.
He's cute, though. He's learning words.
There's a picture that you sent me, and it is like the cute... Let me find it for a second. I have this cutest picture of this little boy that I've saved in my phone. Also, I'm posting this on the Rabid Momcast Facebook group. It rained really, really bad the other day.
We were standing inside because, mind you, I had to run. I don't run. So I know my coworkers are looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? To close this giant garage door because it's raining into our building. And I'm like, oh, it's not that bad because door's here and it's raining this way. So me and the maintenance guy are like, we don't need to close this door. All of a sudden, this gust of wind, it just changed directions and just completely fucking covered us. And we were like 5 feet from the door. And we're both sitting there like, what the fuck? So we had to hurry up and shut it. He is cute.
He's the cutest fucking thing in the world. And I'm like, every time I'm like, I have a niece and nephew. This is the picture of Zaire that I show. Any other picture and it's like, I'm rabid as fuck.
Yeah. But it's funny because that's the outfit we sent him to school in today.
Really?
Yeah.
He's so cute. He's so cute. I don't know. Sorry, my little mini rant. Okay, I don't have nephews. I have one. I've got Jaxman.
Yeah.
But like, I don't see Zaire very often. So it's like, that's my little guy.
Mm-hmm.
My little dude.
He's cute.
So and he's blood. Like, Jaxman, in-law. But like, I've been around since Chrissy was pregnant with him.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's almost 5.
Yeah.
So, and then there's Zai chilling and Uncle Aw. Do you remember that?
That is so funny.
He was just living his best life.
Yeah.
Chewing on a toy. Sitting. Austin's got his legs up on this recliner like this, and he's in his legs like this. Just, what's up, homie?
Just chilling.
But it's like, little stuff like that. Like, he keeps me going. Hearing videos and, like, seeing videos and hearing stories with either one of your kids, I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah.
And then Olivia gets on the phone. I want to talk to my cousin.
First of all, when did you learn English? Okay, like.
I want to talk to my cousin. I called my sister.
Yeah.
You guys didn't call each other. I called my sister.
It's funny too because like I'll be on my iPad and I'll be on like Facebook Messenger and she's like, we could call Oma, and I'm like, I don't even know if Oma's awake, and she's like, but she's right there, and I'm like, no, that's her picture. Like she's probably not even gonna answer the phone because she did the same thing to you. She's like, well, we can call Alexa, and she calls me Wexy. It is so fucking cute. You gotta think, a year ago, my daughter really didn't, she was speech delayed. So it's like, her words just really weren't there. Now you start talking to her, and she's like,
or like, excuse me, how the fuck do you know that word? You went
right.
to the right.
I remembered, I almost went left. But she'll be talking, and I'm like,
Where did you learn that word?
it's fucking when?
She's the cutest, too. Oh, man.
She's dramatic as fuck. Like, damn, you look at her wrong.
Her meme
Tears.
mag is... Her meme mug is on point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
both of my kids.
she
They'll
meme
stare you
mugs
down.
me, and I'm like, yes, ma'am.
It was so funny. She was fighting Zoe yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? No, it was yesterday. Because I told V Sunday night, I'm like, it's too late at night. We already had fruit snacks. You can have the chocolate bunny in the morning. I'll leave Zoe a note. I forgot to leave Zoe a note. So when I came down, V's losing her fucking mind. And I hear Zoe yelling at her like, you're probably lying. You know, I don't think your mom would give you that this early in the fucking morning, blah, blah, blah. And I came walking in and I'm like, oh no, I forgot to leave a note, but I did tell her, like, I would let you know and give her some of the chocolates.
Oh no.
And somebody's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. So she's like, they don't need it right now, it's gonna melt. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't gonna give her the whole fucking thing. She's not gonna know any better. Like,
right.
I just gave her the ear. Because so I lived with my parents for a while until I had Zaire. And my mom would always get the chocolate bunnies and Santas or whatever.
Oh, the Aldi ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But she'd keep them on her nightstand. Olivia didn't even bother unwrapping the shit sometimes. She would go in and she would just take a bite out of the ear. And then I'm like, girl, what are you chewing on? And I started cackling. I had to send a video to mom because they were home. And I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. But Olivia decided to eat the chocolate. And like all of the bunnies were missing their ears.
She can't breathe.
It was so funny. Mom was so mad.
And it was in that moment Oma learned to put her fucking chocolate up.
Yeah, you can't leave that shit around my kid. She will fucking eat it. It was so funny because it's like it'd get quiet. And I'm like, where's my kid? And she'd come out of their room. Just a mouthful of fucking chocolate. And it was always just the ears. She wouldn't eat the whole thing. That's funny.
I'm so glad that we have like some somber, some serious like discussions in here. Because if it was all those funny stories, we would do nothing but laugh and cry
the whole
entire
time.
episode. Oh my god.
I figured, so when Sunday at bedtime though, I was kind of hoping she would have forgotten about the chocolate, you know? She does not. That little girl's got some fucking memory, alright? She will remember. Oh, you said I could have chocolate today?
I'm getting fucking chocolate, bro.
But my chocolate. And I'm like, ain't nothing I said had anything to do with fucking chocolate, bro. Just do this one task. She'll hyperfixate. It's so bad.
But you said I could do this. 6 hours, 27 minutes, and 32 seconds ago.
Oh, what about my chocolate? And I'm like, cleaning the living room ain't got nothing to do with fucking chocolate, my guy. Clean the living room.
Oh man, Gracie is grounded from candy.
Yeah.
Because she got into my candy stash that I had hidden in the back of my nightstand.
You just
Mind
leave
you.
that child unsupervised.
She will come upstairs and be like, I'm going to get a toy. No, this bitch is going into my nightstand. Grab my slowly depleting candy stash. No wrappers. I have yet to find a single wrapper. I'm talking she ate my Starbursts, my Skittles, my Hershey's Kisses. All of those little fucking things have wrappers. Where the fuck are the wrappers?
Is she eating those too?
Not a single trash can had any wrappers in it. The vents, like we used to do when we were kids, didn't have any fucking wrappers in them. Where's the...
Yeah, because I used to sneak in and steal mom's candy all the fucking time.
I'm so close to just going to flip her pillowcase inside out to see if she's shoving them in her pillowcase.
Or under her mattress.
I'm like, what are you doing?
That is so funny.
And it's like, you're grounded from candy because you keep stealing mommy's candy. Stealing mommy's candy is not right. You're not supposed to steal.
Yeah.
If you want candy, ask for candy. It's not going to be my stash of candy because I like certain candy and chocolate. Leave it the fuck alone. I can't even... Okay. I like mounds. Dark chocolate, coconut. It's the only time you'll ever catch me putting anything coconut in my mouth ever is a mound.
Sorry. Ew. Okay, I've tried them. Not a fan. Okay, continue.
But I like them. They're like my time of the month craving. So whenever I crave a mound, I'm like, oh fuck. Like, here's a candy bar. You're gonna bleed for a week. Fuck you. So I stash a bag of mounds. Nobody, Austin, Briley, Gracie, none of them like mounds. Cool. I don't have to hide them. Nobody will fucking touch them. Gracie goes, can I have one of those? You don't like these. I do now. She found out she likes them. They're all gone. All of them. All of them. Not only is it dark chocolate. This little girl likes nothing dark chocolate. I'm a dark chocolate whore.
Right.
Okay? She doesn't like coconut. I got her to try it one time because she's like, oh, can I have one of those? Well, yeah, but you're not going to like it. Here you go. She actually didn't like it. Right. But she kept seeing me eat them. Now she likes them. So I can't even have my favorite candy that nobody in the house eats because this little shit all of a sudden likes them.
That's so funny to me. I mean, it shouldn't be funny, but it's funny.
I can't hide chocolate in my own house. I can't. Not even in my office, because she'll go fucking sniffing for that shit. So she's grounded from candy. My candy is all in my work drawer. And not in reach of children. And she's like, well, why am I grounded from candy? Because you're stealing candy. Candy stealing is not right.
Right.
Stealing in any sense is not right, but
it's
especially not
a gateway, yeah.
Fucking candy. I'm sorry, Mommy. Can I have candy now? No? Why do you get candy now? Well, I apologize.
That's not how that works.
You still done fucked up.
That's so funny. Do they like sour candy?
Yes.
Olivia fucking loves sour candy. It is so funny, especially on like Halloween or whatever, because people are trying to give her like the M&Ms or whatever, and she's grabbing the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
It is so funny.
Yeah. Gracie and Briley both are obsessed with the what is it? Sour Patch Kids watermelon shaped thingies. They're both of them. We'll go to like Dollar General or something. Can I get a box of these? Because they come in like little theater boxes. And those are like $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can grab one. But gone within 30 seconds. Like, at least taste the tart before, before you go to swallow
take another bite, yeah. Well, no, but Olivia, because she's only been trick-or-treating so many times, you know, she thinks it's like a barter system, so she's always trying to put candy back, and or she'll get excited and grab like multiple pieces, and I'm like, V, you're only supposed to take one, and the guys are like, oh no, it's totally okay, she's really cute, and I'm like, that's besides the point, you said one.
You
like,
said one.
The chism is telling me one. My child is driving me nuts. Or I'm like, grab one for brother, you know, or every now and again, you know, I'm walking, I'm like, I'm taking this for me.
Yeah,
and they laugh.
Of course.
They laugh.
Oh, out of the people's bucket?
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta deal with this shit too. I want
Yeah.
candy.
I'm like,
scared the shit out of me.
I'm like, I'm gonna grab one for little brother, and I'm like, I see the Reese's, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm taking this for me. And I'll be like, thank you, and I just walk off.
That's why I love that Gracie's so little, because, like, I mean, even with Briley's not too old to trick or treat. She loves going trick or treating, but it's like, as soon as they go to bed, I'm taking 40% of that.
Right, you made my ass walk around the block in the cold, like.
I want candy too. What's the stigma on saying that I can't trick or treat?
Right.
I dress up. I got a cute little like monkey onesie that I go in every year.
I was an Akatsuki member last year.
What's that? Oh, that's your anime stuff. Is that Naruto? Is that the one you like?
I'm glad you got it right.
Okay.
I would have been offended. Because Zaira's got the little dress shirt with the Akatsuki on it.
Yeah.
Everybody at the daycare loves it. Because we get hand-me-downs for my son, okay? From friends, from family. It's awesome.
Yeah, because clothes are fucking expensive, and kid grows like a weed.
I have a coworker that's like, I've got a bag of kid clothes that I'm not going to do anything with. You know, it's all gently used, whatever. And I'm like, cool, I'll take them. And he's like, well, what size is your son now? And I'm like,
all of them?
I'm like 3T, and he's like, oh, well, this is close for like an 8 or a 9-year-old, and I'm like, I don't care, I'll take it. This shit's expensive, because we get Zoe's kid, she's got a 9-year-old.
Yep.
We got all of her hand-me-downs, so we got an array of adorable clothing and shoes, you know, and then Oscar's family, that's Zoe's boyfriend, you know, have a bunch of nephews, so we got a bunch of clothes from them, so he's set until at least 5, but so many fucking overalls came from this family, right? Overalls and dress shirts, and so I had to go buy some cute little tank tops to wear under them, so he'll wear them to daycare and whatever. Those little dress shirts,
just cute little things.
Yeah, they're adorable.
I love hand-me-downs.
It's so nice.
I hate that. Like, I don't hate it, but like Briley's the oldest,
right?
So she gets all of her stuff now.
Yeah,
and then but it's like I like going to like what's it called, stuff,
yeah,
etc. or whatever. Or there's this what is it called? A Child's Place? No, that's like a main name brand store. I'm talking about the secondhand one that's out on like the West Des Moines side. It's like a secondhand clothing store. Then I used to take my clothes over there to like change them in for in-store credit, because then you can use that in-store credit to buy more clothes.
Oh, Once Upon a Child?
Yes! That one!
That's where I got a lot of like their Nike stuff, because listen, I'm brand loyal, but at the same time, I don't buy that shit brand new. You can fuck yourself. I'm not paying $50 for no damn outfit they're gonna wear for 3 fucking months.
Thank you.
But like,
thank you.
In Ankeny, there's a store, Me and Mommy to Be, and it's got all of like, it's got like mom stuff, postpartum stuff.
These are not sponsored stores,
not sponsored,
by the way.
Yeah. But like, it's a consignment store, so it's like I would go in with like all of my baby stuff for the season. They'll trade it. They take equipment and toys and stuff too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I made good money. I sold my swing and stuff to them because I needed the money.
Yeah.
But like, once they get to a certain point, like, I'm like, they did not have nearly as much boy clothes, so I'm like, all right.
Well, because everybody's got girls.
And
then they overhaul buying girl clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
they're extra picky about the boy stuff. And I'm like, your boy stuff is damn near picked fucking clean. Just take the whole damn box.
Right.
It's all clean. You know. But
I like secondhand.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's a great investment, you know, because it's like, not everybody can afford the $12, $13 fucking outfit when they can go get the same outfit that's been worn by another child, you know, for like
$4.
$4. Every now and again, it's a surprise, and it's $1, you know.
Right, and then like, there's no reason to have an entire wardrobe full of name brand stuff.
Yeah.
How long is your kid realistically going to wear that? How long are you going to keep that $80 t-shirt?
My son grew so fast that he completely surpassed the 3 to 6 month clothes.
Altogether?
He completely skipped it.
Oh, shit.
Mind you, he was 10 pounds at birth.
What?
Yeah.
My babies were both like around the 6-pound mark.
Yeah, I had an 8 pound, 4 ounces, And actually, no, I think it was like 9 pounds, 10 ounces.
Close enough.
No. And I'm like, glad I didn't push these fuckers out because that would have fucking sucked. And I'm like, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I'm not having any more kids, because if the trend continues, nothing. That's those numbers on that scale got a little too close to the 300 mark, and I'm not doing it again.
I delivered both my girls.
Yeah, you went into
Naturally?
labor, and then like 8 hours later, hey, she's here, and I'm like, for like 22 hours with her.
Before they finally could, okay, let's do a C-section.
We're just gonna do, yeah, because she had like that like meconium thing, whatever, like was where they poop in the womb.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she went down to the NICU. So it's like I didn't get a chance to see her or take pictures of her when I was getting closed. But yeah, listen, the epidural before the C-section, I'm like, I'm just chilling, talking to the anesthesiologist, just like, so what's going on? Like, what's the process? What's happening? Because I wanted to move the curtain and watch, like, what is happening?
Oh, no.
I'm nosy. With just the spinal shot that they give you, like in the room, then lay you down.
Yeah.
I didn't feel the sharp, but I felt everything. Like,
really?
I could feel where the knife was cutting me open.
So you could feel that it was there. You just did it feel warm?
It just didn't hurt. Yeah.
Oh no. I epiduraled. Well, okay, with Briley, they gave me the epidural, but the doctor that delivered wanted to shut the epidural off an hour before I started pushing, so I could feel the pushing. Even though I said, no, I want to keep the epidural.
Gross.
And then a nurse, Alicia, back me up, because Alicia was in the room with me when I delivered Briley. Okay? My best friend was in the room with me. A nurse goes, would you like a mirror so you can see the process of giving birth? I went, no, thank you. What does this lady do? Goes around the corner, brings in a fucking wheeled mirror, a giant, like, standing wheeled mirror, and goes, I think you should watch the process. I kicked the fucking mirror across the room, ladies and gentlemen, because I said no. I don't want to see it. It's a beautiful thing, giving birth. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see my woohoo all the way out here. I don't want to see it. Right. I don't want to. When the baby's here, baby's here. Do whatever you got to do down there. Leave me the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Point blank.
I was on the other side of a curtain, so I don't know.
I was so mad. And then Gracie was a COVID baby, so I could have Austin in there with me.
Yeah.
But we had to be masked up. How the fuck are you supposed to give birth to a baby with a fucking mask on?
Right?
I took it off. I'm like, you COVID tested me? I tested negative. Everybody in this room tested negative or they wouldn't fucking be here. I took the mask off. I'm like, I got sweat dripping down my ears, my neck, because my labor with Gracie was harder than my labor with Briley.
Right.
But I couldn't feel Gracie.
Right.
Because they kept the epidural on like a normal fucking person. I don't want to feel it. I just want the baby out of me. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Beautiful process. I couldn't stand being pregnant once I got to a certain month. Like month 8, I'm done. Get her out. I'm done. I'm on comfy. I can't sleep. I had insomnia really bad. She ended up coming 2 weeks before her due date because I went to bed at 1 a.m. because I couldn't fucking sleep and I'm pacing around my house. Went to bed. Water broke. In my bed.
It's disgusting.
And when your water breaks, it's not like, I peed myself. No.
Somebody popped a water balloon.
It's like taking this big buddy drink and pissing that out continuously for 5 minutes. I left a trail from my bedroom upstairs to my kitchen downstairs because I'm trying to find the phone number, because what do you do when you go into labor? It was like my appointments were like 1 week apart at that point. I'm pretty sure the doctor who saw me scraped my cervix. You know how they like beep 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 and they're like haha beep 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 and that induces labor. I didn't want to induce my labor. Yeah, I was uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
But baby's gonna come, baby comes. But it was like the same night as my appointment. Because they're like giving me paperwork on this is what you do, this is who you call, this is the area of the hospital you go into. No. I couldn't find the paper. It was supposed to be next to my bed just in case something like that happened. It was still on the kitchen fucking table And I'm wrapped in a fucking towel like it's a diaper, waddling down the stairs, going, is this baby coming out of me right now? Because with Briley, my water didn't break. They broke my water when, because Briley came on her due date, 40 weeks pregnant. I had really bad contractions. They were like 3 minutes apart. We went to the hospital. My water hadn't broken yet.
Yeah,
they broke
that's how I was
me.
with the.
I didn't know what to expect with Gracelyn.
You just step wrong, the whole baby just comes.
I went, what the fuck?
Right.
And I'm just, I don't know. It's a process. Okay, pregnancy, giving birth, it's all stigmatized to be this beautiful fucking thing.
It's not.
Oh, it really isn't.
Mm-mm.
I'm probably gonna scare some people into never having children. But you know what?
Good.
Fucking no. This is the unexpected when you're expecting kind of shit. Because those books may not lie to you, but they're not telling you the whole damn truth.
Mm-mm. They're not.
Send me your horror stories on birth and childbirth and pregnancy.
We'll read them.
We'll read them on the podcast.
We'll read them.
Send me your Am I the Asshole Mom's edition? Am I the Asshole Woman's edition? Am I the Asshole period? Coworkers? Men? I don't give a flying fuck. Send me your stories. I want them at rabidmomcast@gmail.com. We have an email.
We do have an email.
We have an email. Send us your we listen and we don't judge stories. Your horror stories about pregnancy and childbirth and maybe it wasn't even a horror story after all. Send us your beautiful tale of being gorgeous and glowing the whole time because it wasn't fucking me.
Yeah.
rabidmomcast@gmail.com. Easy peasy. We'll read them on the pod. We kind of want to incorporate more of that because we could tell you all day long. Our Am I the Asshole? We listen and we don't judge. We judge each other all the fucking time though.
All day, every day.
But like, for realsies, get involved. We love to hear it. And we are in the works currently of having our first guest mom on Rabid for an episode. We're working out the paperwork. I gotta do like consent forms and stuff like that because I want all this stuff to be legit. So we're doing the damn thing. But
we are doing the damn thing.
We're getting better. Okay, I like this setup a lot more than last week's setup. Little things. You're learning with us. Okay, you're learning with us. And if we're being dumb on our editing, let us know too. If you know an editor or somebody wants to just kind of like take a peek at what we're doing, seeing if they can help us, help a bitch out because that'd be great.
Yeah.
But until then, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.